Harvin, man. Shout out to everybody out there. You know what I mean? You got to get it going before we got our live later on the stream yard and whatnot. I always wanted to do a video like this. You understand? Always wanted to. Two people that inspired me over YouTube was Sir Cruz and 360 Jeezy to do a video like this. But I don't think they did a lot. But we're going to do a video about me, just, giving the public out there upon how, how to cut hair at home and whatnot. you know. Shout out to everybody out there, man, who tuning in and what have you. I know a lot of people have questions and things like that about hair cutting. You know what I mean? Listen, this is about hair cutting, Peter Cox. Hair cutting. What up to everybody out there? What's up to TNT? Shout out to you. You know what I mean? So I've been cutting hair since about 98. You know what I mean? 1998, been cutting hair and whatnot. Cut my own hair, cut my son's hair, cut people from the hood hair and stuff like that. That's one of the things I did, you know what I mean, coming up. And still have the talent and skill, but it wasn't a profession that I wanted to do at all. But I always had the talent to cut hair and stuff like that because, hey, I ain't want to sit in no barbershop all day and whatnot to wait to get my hair cut and whatnot. So we're going to come in and, we're going to show the people how we cut our hair and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So we got this trimmer, we got this clippers right here, man. Those out there, buy a good clipper. Buy some good clippers. This is my portable clipper right here, man. You understand? Very portable. You know what I mean? It's charged up on 85 so far and whatnot. So we got that. We got our trimmer right here, man. This is our trimmer. We had this for about, this thing over 5 years and still sharp. You know what I mean? So we got our trimmer. You know what I mean? What I use also, I use store-bought razors also. Store-bought razors, alright? Also use a straight razor. Right here, also use my straight razor also. Alright, we got the cocoa butter and whatnot. You know what I mean? Palmer's cocoa butter. For the wavers out there. We got the wavers out there. They get the wave builder and all that. Get your waves built up for those out there. To shout out to the weavers, right? Of course, those out there, when you cutting your hair, I'm just gonna do my face today. That's it. I'm just doing my face because I'm woofing. You know what I mean? It's been some days and whatnot. I ain't have an opportunity to cut my hair or anything like that because of a busy schedule. And whatnot. You said all Vaseline, everything. You said Vaseline. I don't know about all that now. You understand? So, you got to clean your skin first. Of course. When you cutting your hair, when you cutting your facial hair, to all the fellas out there and stuff like that, all across the world and whatnot, you have to clean your skin with something to exfoliate your skin or whatever the case may be, because you don't want to be cutting your hair and you still got dirt and filth under your skin and things like that, man. So we're going to go through the process and whatnot. You understand? I'm still trying to think how I want to cut this facial hair. I'm still trying to think, how do I want to cut it? Do I want to give it a number 1? Or do I want to keep it the same way with a trim and what have you? All right? First things first, we're going to wash our hands, man. We got to wash our hands and make sure everything is cool cut clear. All right, wash your hands first, man. Make sure your hands are clean. All right, we got the Dial soap and whatnot to wash our hands. All right, we under the sink and whatnot. Make sure your hands are nice and clean. All right, make sure they clean when you cutting your hair and whatnot, man. Everything counts. I just don't got time to be sitting in no barber all day waiting for my turn. Or paying a barber $30 or $40 just to get my facial done. You know what I mean? No way. And I know barbers out there, they probably charge even more. Going to the barbershop, I know people got to make their own and things like that, but it's just becoming too much out there to pay for a cut, to pay for a facial cut and things like that and whatnot. Right, so we're gonna go through the process. We cleaned our hands, we got everything set up, we got our trimmers, we got our razors, what else we got? Our cocoa butters and stuff like that. Alright. You said, is this Cam Patterson? Who's that? Who's Cam Patterson? I don't know who that is. I don't know who Cam Patterson is. What's up to Christopher Span? Shout out to you. So one thing I like to use to clean my skin, and a lot of people out there, use different things to clean their skin and what have you. You know what I mean? He said, David Johnson. That name sounds real familiar, David Johnson. But back to the program, all right? So you got to clean your skin first with some type of exfoliation, or, some people use alcohol. Me, I really don't recommend alcohol and stuff like that to clean your skin, but hey, to each his own. You understand that? I use Noxzema pads, you understand? And some barbers out there, they use like a towel in hot water or steam or something like that to clean the skin, which is cool. Some barbers out there and whatnot, but me personally, I don't feel like going through all that. So I use my Noxzema anti-blemish pads and stuff like that. I know a lot of fellas suffer from like razor bumps and things like that. I don't suffer from razor bumps, but I still got a product, called the Bump Terminator. I still got this one right here. I really, really use it. I really do, because I don't really need it and whatnot. If you take good care of yourself and what have you, and it's not about being self-centered or anything, it's about having good hygienes. You understand? Good hygienes. All right. So what I use, you said just sub, bro. You def not Cam. Appreciate that. Thank you for subbing, man. Appreciate that. You know what I mean? All those who subbing, new subscribers from all across the world and stuff like that. We doing different videos and what have you, man. We doing different videos, hair cutting, cooking, and stuff like that. I got a lot of other good ideas that I'm thinking about putting out. So I usually clean my skin and whatnot and things of that nature. You know what I mean? And I haven't shaved in a couple days. Couple days is a long time for me. You understand? Because I've been busy working and doing the YouTube and stuff like that. So I haven't really had time. So I just thought about, hey, let me just put this on YouTube also. All right? You says, greetings, Tony. My husband is watching. Ron. Shout out to you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that at Joyce. What up to TNT? Shout out to you, man. For sure. All right? So I just clean my skin with some of these pads and whatnot. You know what I mean? You get that dirt off, that oil, all that stuff. And remember, I'm just cleaning my skin. I'm just, shaving up my face. I'm woofing bad. Wow. You understand? I'm woofing bad. All right? So clean that. I use about 2 or 3 pads and what have you, man. And we should be good to go. I don't use shaving cream. Right? I don't use shaving cream. I never use shaving cream a day in my life. All right? I use soap. Either Dove soap or cocoa butter soap. If I ain't got neither, then I have to use, Irish Spring. But I never use no shaving cream or anything like that, man. You understand? Get that neck. I know a lot of brothers, they suffer from like neck razor bumps and whatnot. You understand? To my understanding, somebody explained that razor bumps was like hairs that, grow within the skin or something like that. You know what I mean? That normally happens to me if I allow the hair to grow too long. Normally after like 5 days, 4 days is the max for me. 4 days. You understand? I do not like to let my hair grow past 4 days as far as like the facial and whatnot. So imagine how much money I would be spending if I went to a barber shop and whatnot. Now, I'm not knocking the barbers out there. Like I said, I got over 20 years experience and whatnot, and I could have been a professional barber or whatever. That's just not my cup of tea. You understand? But if you could cut your hair at home to save some money, if you got sons like I do, I saved a whole lot of money. You understand? All right? So I'm cleaning my skin and whatnot. And sometimes I clean my ears too, man. Sometimes I clean my ears too with these pads too. When you give me your facial, your haircut, you know what I mean? You can clean your ears also with these pads and whatnot. You know what I mean? Some people got some dirty ears. You understand? Some of y'all got some dirty ears. Alright? So I normally clean my ears also, whatever. We also got the Q-tips, couple Q-tips for the store-bought razors to clean the hairs out. And whatnot. I'll show y'all later. You said no shaving cream. I don't use shaving cream. Never did. Never did. You know what I mean? Only like Dove soap. Dove soap, because it's creamy and whatnot, is good for the skin. Or cocoa butter soap. Any type of cocoa butter soap and whatnot. But shaving cream, nah. You understand? Nah. Because with the cocoa butter soap, they got aloe. They got natural stuff for your skin. And when you're shaving, all that stuff can hit all that skin within yourself versus like shaving cream and whatnot. You know what I mean? All right? Let's keep it going. So we got that clean. Whatever the case may be, we good and whatnot. So I gotta get my straight razor ready. We got that conversation coming up at 7:15, so we got plenty of time. So I got my straight razor. All right, my straight razor right here. All right, we got the razor piece right here. Shout out to everybody out there. As we keep it going, let's take it out the pack. All right, straight razor. You get this. Some people got this. When you go to the store, if you're a beginner, know this. You got half right here. You got to break that in half. All right. To all those who are beginning with straight razors, all right? You get your straight razor. All right, you put that in there. Boom. You hit that. Remember to clean your razors also. Remember to clean your razors, all right? We got this cleaner right here, this spray, all right? So usually I clean my straight razors. I clean it, spray that, we good, all right? We also got to spray our clippers. You know what I mean? Make sure all that is good. You got to make sure all that is good for sure. We get our little brush. We get that little brush and whatnot. We brush all that out. Make sure we good. So we got that. We got our trimmers. Trimmers, excuse me. All right? Clean this out. Make sure all that is clean. All right? We got that. Clean all that good out. Make sure all that is good. So now, what I do is I'm still thinking of what I want to do. All right? So I might just keep it thick like that. Might just keep it like that and not trim it down. So I got my rag right here. This is my rag. You know what I mean? I know I wash clothes and whatnot, and I don't feel like going to get the white rag, so I'm going to use the gray one. But normally, use a white rag for your facial and whatnot, all right? So I'm gonna run a little water on it. It's a little water on it. He said he an OG for real. He said I never use straight razors. You never use straight razors, man? Oh, man. Straight razors, that's where the sharpness come from, man. So I put Dove soap on it, man. No shaving cream. You know what I mean? You hit that right there. You know, no shaving cream, man. Straight up healthy soap for your skin and whatnot. All right, we hit that. So now we got our razors. I got this store-bought razor. You know what I mean? Making sure it's clean and whatnot. Nice and easy. Run my water on it. Boom. We hit that. I got a mirror behind me, so we good. So we hitting all that. We hitting all that. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. All right? He said he never used a straight razor. Wow. All right? I don't like how this shadow is looking on my neck. So is the shadow coming and whatnot you really can't see. Said this ain't no versus lag. Y'all funny, man. Y'all funny out there. Y'all real funny. Let me see how this light is off. Let me see how that look. We still look. All right, we good. We good. Turn this back on. All right. You said this is the grooming we like, not that Hollywood stuff. Hollywood, what Hollywood do? How they do? How Hollywood do? You know what I mean? So we getting all that hair on the neck and whatnot. It may look like a different color because of the lighting and whatnot, but we good. Nice and clean. And also, when you finish shaving, you want to use something. Some people use alcohol or whatever the case may be, or aftershave and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's good to use something healthy after you finish shaving. Noxzema, all right? So we're gonna keep it going. All right? We hitting it. Some little excess hairs at the bottom. You said groom kids. You said, yo, y'all funny. So Mr. TNT, you never used a straight razor before. We're gonna use it right now. All right? We here, boom. It's easy, man. You know what I mean? We hit that. He said he never used a straight razor. We hitting it. All right, it's looking it's getting there. Oh yeah. He said, I'm scared of the razor. I don't want to get them bumps. Well, we told in the beginning on how to prevent from getting razor bumps. You know what I mean? We said in the beginning, you know, how to not get razor bumps. You know, we use the pads, Noxzema pads or something that exfoliate the skin and whatnot. I don't use shaving cream and things like that, all right? But some people do get razor bumps crazy. We also got something up here called Bump Terminator, all right? I don't use it often because I don't need it, but it's more so good for those who get, like, you know, baldies, where they get razor bumps in the back of their neck. You know what I mean? All right, so we're keeping it going. When you shave like that, you got to stretch the skin out, all right? All right, we here with it. All right, it's looking sharp. All right, we're getting there. Cool. A little water. He says, I use 10 skin. 10 skin? What is that? All right, these razors are very, very sharp. You know what I mean? Very, very sharp. What up to Nicole Martin? Shout out to you. So we're getting there. We got a little nick of blood, but we good. That's normal for it to happen, you know, because these razors are very, very sharp. Very, very sharp, man. Very, you know, all right? So we got to hit the side. All right, we're looking all right. Okay, let's get this little trim over here. We good. All right. What's up to Nicole Martin? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. Appreciate that. At Nicole Martin, man. You know all the work you do. Being a moderator on this channel and my other channel for sure. Nicole Martin, appreciate you. All right, we got to get back to this straight razor. John Davis says, I keep having visions of that scene in The Color Purple. Oh, man, you funny, man. You funny. You said The Color Purple. You sure is ugly. So we getting that? Look at that. All right. Direct pressure on that point. We're getting somewhere. All right. Let's get to it. All right, getting somewhere. All right, so let's start off a little bit. Let me read these comments. Waleed, shout out to you. Rebel Eric says, y'all don't know how much money Tony's saving. Yeah, especially I got 2 boys. I got 2 sons, man, and I saved a lot of money with that. Now I don't go cutting everybody here, man. So nobody don't go asking me for a cut, cause I don't. I only do mines now. My boys a little older, and they go to a barber shop, you know. Here with it. All right, we getting it. We're getting it. All right. Waleed says, I was always doing that with the machine, but now I get it. He said, it's the razor. Okay, for sure. Christopher Span says, but the brother looking clean, appreciate that. Never use razors, only clippers. Wow. I didn't know many brothers didn't use razors. You know? I mean, it's good to learn, man. It takes some time. Like I said, I got 20 years or whatever the case may be, but it takes some time to use the straight razor. You understand? You got to be very, very careful with this, for sure. You're going to cut yourself. You're going to cut yourself. You're going to cut your finger, whatever the case may be. You're going to cut the top of your lip, whatever. You know what I mean? But it's a learning process, for sure. You know what I mean? When using a straight razor. And it comes in handy. It can have you looking more sharper. You understand that? That's where the sharpness comes from a lot of the times with these barbers, you know. But sometimes they be using that Beijing stuff, you know what I mean? The blackout, all right? All right, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere a little bit, all right? Courtney M says prevents razor bumps. You says includes self-amount. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Acid for general exfoliation and bump prevention. Wonderful, wonderful. You know. All right. We got that neck. We got the neck so far. We got to get these sides and whatnot with the straight razor. So normally I start off with the straight razor, keep things a little guided and what have you. Still see a little bit of hair, a little bit. So we cleaning up a little bit. All right, I want to get my other razor to try to get that up out of there. All right, so we should be good off the neck. I'm gonna get some water on this razor. See if we can clean it up a little bit better. All right, we good. We good off the neck. You know what I mean? Clean off the neck. All right, we're gonna get these little hairs. We're gonna get these little hairs right here. All right, we good. He said, that's all my life I had to fight razors. You had to fight razors, huh? So we get a little water. So now we're gonna hit the face now, all right? Gonna get a little water. So this is soap, man. No shaving cream. All water, all healthy soap. All right? So I get this straight razor again. What I do with my straight razors also, I clean it with a Q-tip. You know what I mean? I clean mine with a Q-tip. You know what I mean? With a little Q-tip. All right? We good. So now, I'm gonna hit this at the top right here. All right? We getting somewhere. Gotta be very, very careful, man. Very, very careful with these straight razors and whatnot. For sure. All right. Let me see. Waleed, appreciate that. Appreciate that. David Johnson. Open Your Heart said, tight skin is good. I used to get that for my son. He started shaving at 14. Wonderful. 14. He said, I would be bleeding by now. Fast hands facials. TNT says, nah, bro, I would been at the hospital already. I mean, like I said, it's a learning process, man. It's a learning process for sure. You know what I mean? All right. I'm gonna hit that here, right here. There you go, right there. There we go. All right. He says, bring Band-Aids and Vaseline. Nah, but you'll get it, man, for sure. You'll get it. All right. We're getting somewhere. He says, and Vaseline cures most things. What about cocoa butter? All right. He says no. He said no to cocoa butter. All right. So what I'm gonna do is put some water on my razor. Put some water on my razor. I'm gonna just hit this top right here, man. I'm gonna hit that up there. Right quick. All right, we should be good. What up to Khadijah Reeves? Shout out to you. Hope all is well with you. Hope all is well with Khadijah Reeves. You know what I mean? Still see a little hair right there and all that. But for the most part, we should be good. You know what I mean? Definitely got to be careful, man. Wow. All right, we good? Cool, we good. He says raw shea butter or coconut oil. Sounds good. Yeah, sounds good, you know what I mean? This trimmer is sharp too. Definitely gotta be careful, man, hitting on hairs and whatnot. All right. He said he'd be rushing. You'll be rushing, man. Let me hit that. All right. So what I'm gonna do, I like to change my razors often. I'll do what I do. He said, man, I'll be rushing. I mean, so just take your time, man, in general, and whatnot, especially with hair cutting, and what have you. You know? What up, the Peculiar? Shout out to you. Hope all is well with you. You know, Peculiar. Thank you for coming on, tuning in, and what have you. At Peculiar, shout out to you. You know what I mean? We're just putting a new straight razor in. Gotta be very careful with this. You know what I mean? What up, the SD says I use double-edged razors on my eyebrow because I think that they're sharper than straight. Double-edged razors? You talking about this? You talking about that? Let me know if you're talking about that. You understand? Because if you're talking about this, we got this. Double edge. You know, and we got, I usually, sometimes I get the triple ones too, also, or whatever the case may be, you know. So we're cleaning up. You said no razor blades. Oh, double edge? I never seen that before. Double edge ones? You sure? Alright. So we cleaning up. Gotta clean up. Gotta stretch the skin out when you're shaving. Alright? See that? How that's clean? Cleaned up. Alright? Now this is the hard part that I don't like. This part. I don't like this part at all, man. Don't like that part. He says like the one Birdie had. Funny. He said Birdie. Yo, this is the second day you're talking about above the rim, man. You said old boy look like what's that cat name? What was Bernie Mac name in Above the Rim? Flip. You said he looked like Flip. I'm trying to hit this, alright? So I'm trying to equal this out, man. This is the hard part I don't like. Alright, we should be good. What up to DJ Grant? He said, I didn't know you cut hair. Well, you know. You know. You know. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. At DJ Grant. Alright. Cool. We're getting somewhere. Just gotta make sure everything is equaled out and whatnot. Cool. He said, just put on some magic shave on it. He said, no razor blades. Appreciate that at Nicole Martin, you funny. You funny. You is funny. You funny. He said Flip Johnson. Flip Johnson. Yeah, Flip. Alright. Okay, we just gotta get, let me equal that out. Let me see. Should be alright. Okay. Alright, let's keep it going. He said Flip Johnson. You said, hey, if I said a brother looking like Flip, the down bad. He said Flip. He said name your top 5 comic films for men's movie tonight. Comic? Well, when I was in tune with movies like that, and we trying to strive for the Lord. We can't watch certain things or whatever the case may be. But if you're talking about like comedy, like Above the Rim is funny. You know what I mean? It is funny in its own way. Life. Life is funny too. With Eddie Murphy and whatnot. I don't know, I really can't remember a lot of movies. I like a lot of Eddie Murphy movies and whatnot. You know? Um, Man, I forgot. A lot of them out there though. DJ Grant said, I was wondering who did your lineup, but I didn't ask, bro, because I'm not out that way. So if it was a barber, I wouldn't be able to get there, for sure. We're just showing the people, how they can, shave at home and whatnot. Some fellas say they never used a straight razor, but that usually what does it, the straight razor, you know what I mean? To make things look sharp and whatnot. You know what I mean? Just gotta be very, very careful. Not only with cutting yourself, but want to make sure stuff is equal as possible. So we almost done with that side. You know what I mean? Almost done with cleaned up on that side. I'm just trying to make sure things is right on that side. He said line up. He said get laser treatment and then you won't have to worry about razor bumps. Laser treatment? I don't get razor bumps. Unless you're talking about somebody else. I don't get that. Too much. Alright, just had to bring that down a little bit. Down just a little bit. Alright. I want to hit this spot just a little bit. Alright. He said get laser treatment. Laser treatment. Trying to hit those hairs over there. Alright. So usually when like little hairs is poking out and it's hard to get it with the razor, because sometimes when the hair's poking out or whatever the case may be, a lot of barbers, they know what they're doing. They use a trimmer to get those hairs and whatnot. The hairs that, when you're trying to get that sharpness, sometimes the razor can go underneath those hairs. Alright, because it's off the surface of the hair, of your skin just a little bit, whereas though the straight razor or the razors can't get it. So you want to use a trimmer and whatnot. Alright? Alright, so it's looking smooth and whatnot. Okay, so we got that side. Right? Let's get to these comments. Says I was watching Annapolis earlier. Said Annapolis. I don't suspect that. He says, no, I don't do that suspect stuff. No, but a barber is for sure needed at all times, for sure. And that's why, you know what, it's a blessing that, I learned this at the age of, I started at the age of about 13, 14, you understand? Started off with a store-bought razor, cutting my arm, cutting the hair off my arms first. You know what I mean? Just to see the feel of how the razor felt upon the hairs. But the arms is, thin hair. So now you moved it to your face and stuff like that. You're gonna mess up, whatever the case may be, but over time you're gonna get it. You know what I mean? Alright? Hayes, he says, I need to get me one of them blades. I know how to cut my own hair and line myself up. It just be hard cutting the back of my head. Cutting the back of your head, mirror. Use a mirror. I don't know if you use a mirror. Usually I got a mirror. A mirror, y'all can't see it. You know what I mean? It's behind my camera. And I got another mirror. Just in case, if I wanted to, give myself a shape up top, I would turn the other way and have the mirror facing the mirror. You know what I mean? In the back of the head and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I'd be on the angle. So when the back of my head, it usually be on an angle like this. You know what I mean? And then the opposite direction. You know what I mean? Same angle, but on the reversal side. And I know the back is just straight. You know what I mean? So normally, I just find angles for each side of the head. You know what I mean? When you're cutting, trimming, and what have you. And that's how I do it. Just find a certain angle for the back of my for the sides. You know, like I said, just going straight. And the other side, the same angle, but in a different right to left or left to right, same angle, and the back straight trim. You know what I mean? Took some time, whatever the case may be, but I use a mirror if I was to be shaping up the back of my head or whatever the case may be, man. But it could be tough, man. It could be tough, surely. You know what I mean? That's for sure, man. You know? But it's a good thing to learn how to cut your hair and whatnot, man. Save a lot of money. Definitely save a lot of money for sure, man. You know what I mean? So I also learned, you know, like I mentioned earlier in the beginning, you know, the barbers on YouTube and stuff like that, the waivers. Some of us probably saw like Sir Cruz or 360 Jeezy or this other guy called Get Beamed or something like that. You know, I used to watch those guys a lot and learn. You know what I mean? All right. So we got the first side done. It's 5:50. Remember, we got that live StreamYard coming out in the next hour and 15 minutes or something like that. Elder Campbell will be coming on here. You know, I only send out the link to only the selected people. Hayes, if you want the link, I'll send it to your phone. Or anybody else, you can email me. If I don't got your contacts, Tony Harvin at yahoo.com. I'm not putting the link out to the public today, only to selected people or those who want it, because Mr. Peter Cox, you know what I mean? No. You understand? All right. Aaron Michael says my face is smooth like a. Man, listen. Hey, if that's what you did to get your face to be smooth like that, as far as like laser treatment, hey, by all means, man. You understand? By all means. You know, at one point, my skin was messed up. You know, I had, you know, the bumps and certain marks and stuff like that. So I didn't always have this skin. You know what I mean? So to go outside with bumpy skin and, you know, black marks and stuff like that, you know, as a teenager, of course, it's embarrassing. You understand? It's embarrassing. To have pimples and I had bumps right here and black spots right here and stuff like that. I didn't like it. You understand? But I wouldn't resort into no type of laser treatment or anything like that, man. I found the more natural way to do it. You understand? So it took a long time and took some years and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because you feel embarrassed. Not that it's about being self-centered or stuff like that, but you know, you want to look well-groomed. You understand? So once again, I ain't always have like, you know, skin like this at all. You know what I mean? And I didn't result into laser treatment. You know what I mean? All right, so we on this side. Like I said earlier, I don't use shaving cream, just cocoa butter soap, or some creamy type of natural soap like a Dove. All right, so we on the side and whatnot. Get some hot water. We're gonna smudge this out a bit. You know what I mean? All right. Okay, we good. Let that dry up just a little bit. You said her 24-year-old found safe. Oh, 14-year-old. You talking about Daniel Murrah? Said Tony was born a grown man. TNT says, I take my hair too fine for this type of razor. Got that native hair. Oh, man. Okay. I got to read upon that, Georgina Flemings. He said, that's what I do, too. I use the mirror. Yeah, it can be tough, man, at times. For sure, man. You know, it can be tough, man. You know, a lot of times I drop my mirror or break it or something like that, or it's too smudgy, and that could be tough. You know, but sometimes I think that takes me like long. You know, only because it's like hard to see. But after a while, you know, I got used to it. You understand? I got used to it and whatnot. What have you. Things of that nature, man. You said he got that native hair. If you get laser treatment, you don't have to use a razor anymore. Trust me. Well, to each his own, man. To each his own. But I don't want no laser treatment, man. I don't want that. I mean, it may work for you as far as like laser treatment, but I don't want that. That's just something I'm not interested in. Laser treatment. You know? I can't focus on that. I would have to focus on getting laser treatment and getting rid of these tattoos. That's probably the only way I would use a laser is to get rid of my tattoos and whatnot, man. You know, but laser treatment just to not shave anymore, that's wild, man. I never heard of nothing like that. You got laser treatment and you don't gotta shave no more? You know what I mean? So, y'all can't see it, but I kind of nipped something a little bit, but we're going to fix it up. You know what I mean? Nice and smooth. Sometimes you're going to make a mistake when you cut hair, but you got to know how to blend it right back in. You understand? And we ain't talking about with like black hairspray and whatnot, man. You know? So we're about 60% done, 65% done. And then we're gonna wrap this thing up, man. TNT says, what if they burn my face off, Aaron? He said, what's the topic? S.E. Johnson. S.E. Johnson said in his message that, let me look at it again. I tell you right now. All right. Let me see. I'll tell you right now, at Hayes. So S.E. Johnson said, when the Son of God went out, he lost the name. He lost the name. And I'm gonna play the audio. Elder Campbell's coming up. You know what I mean? To talk about that, because there's a lot of speculations that, you know, he erred when he said that. So S.E. Johnson said, when the Son of God went out, he lost his name. All right? So that's what's being talked about. Of course, it's going, you know, go somewhere else and whatnot. But I will only want, like, respectful people on there and what have you. We don't want uncontrollable people like Peter Cox and whatnot. You know what I mean? What's up, Deshaun? Shout out to you. Cordium says that 10 skin will knock every razor bump back. Appreciate that, Sean. Aaron Michael says laser treatment is a safe procedure. A Nigerian female doctor performed my treatment and it didn't burn my skin. What? You think I'm gonna trust that? Listen, what works for you, man. What works for you, works for you. That's what works for you. If laser treatment works for you, that works for you. If laser treatment works for you, Aaron, hey, by all means. By all means, that works for you. That don't work for me, man, in the sense of me wanting it. All right? He said laser treatment. You ain't got to shave no more. You ain't got to shave no more. Wow. Wow. All right, so we just got to hit that part right there a little bit. Probably hit that right there. Hit a little bit right there. Thin that out a little bit, and we should be done. What's up, the B Holy? He says, I can't use razor. Wow. I think Hayes is the only one on here that said he used straight razor, right? AB Holy. I know you went to the academy, man. Shaving in the academy was easy, man. All you had to do, shave everything off, and I just had a bald head, man. That was the easiest, but I didn't like it. You understand? I didn't like it at all. You know, you had to shave I shaved like every 2 days. Some people had to shave every day. But that was the easiest time. If anybody's in the military or been to the military or something like that, or an academy or boot camp, that's the easiest time to shave, man. Because you ain't got to worry about lining up and all that other stuff, man. For real. You ain't got to worry about none of that. You know what I mean? Nicole Moore says, please teach them funky, crusty, dusty men out there. Send more videos like that. For sure. I should have been doing videos like this. I should have, man. I really should have. But you know, I'll be stalling sometimes with a lot of ideas I got. You know, at Nicole Warren. You know what I mean? Back up a little bit. Right? Should be good. This thing is sharp, man. All right, B Holder says, how many times you cut your face before you got it perfect? A lot. A lot. I still cut myself, you know? I still do, because these razors and these trimmers are very, very sharp. They're very sharp, you know what I mean? Which is good. Which is good. You understand? Well, for me, that is, you know? All right? So I still cut myself, you know what I mean? Sometimes. All right, we should be good on that. You got to get that right here, though. See a little hair right here. Get that. All right. B Ho says, if I do that, I'll be in the hospital every week. You say you missed the spot. 102K, what up? You say I missed the spot. Probably did, man. For sure, at Courtney M. What up, the Mercy Car? Shout out to you. Hope all is well with you. Hope all is well for sure. Alright. I gotta hit a little bit of that. Alright. You said Cox blacklisted. Sean said you shave the old school way, you don't like electric ones. What do you mean? We got it right here. And we got the portable upgraded. We got everything here, man. You know what I mean? We got the old school straight razor. You know, we got the sharp trimmers. You know what I mean? These are sharp, very sharp. Then we got the portable joints. You know what I mean? So we got it all, man. I learned, you know, the old school and the new school, and I just mixed it and blended it in, and whatnot. You know what I mean? And Comar says, how long does the laser treatment last, and what are the side effects? He said, don't stall around on your gift, Tony. Go for it. He said, don't stall around. For sure. For sure, for sure. All right. We good. It should be good right there. But I still see something like right there. And that nip right there. That's a piece of hair too. Don't be the hardest parts to get, them little hairs. Alright, we should be good. We just gotta go over it a little bit and whatnot. You know? Get some hot water. He said, I probably won't be able to shave like that until I'm like 40 or 50. How old are you? How old are you? Let me know how old are you. Yeah, this was a shape up. I thought about shaving it down to a number 1. You know, what have you. Things like that. Might want to hit that side a little bit. All right. You should be ready to wrap it up, you know, as we, you know, show the people how we shave at home and whatnot, and things like that. You know what I mean? Pretty simple, pretty easy. Sometimes it take me about 20, 30 minutes, but being that I'm on here talking, you know, took a little longer. He says 24, about to turn 25, September the 4th. Show. Aaron says, your hair is coarse, so you don't have to worry about razor bumps. I don't get razor bumps. I don't get razor bumps, man, often, so I don't know about no laser. He said, who is this sugar bear fella? Could be a female. Could be a female. You know what I mean? So we got the live coming up. I'm going to see if Elder Campbell want to start it early. I'm going to double check with him and whatnot. See if we can start this thing a little early. And what have you. You know what I mean? Things like that. So we good. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. As we did a little home facial shape up and whatnot. We cleaned up. A little something. You know what I mean? A little something. And what have you. You know? Alright. If y'all got any last closing remarks, and whatnot, feel free to leave it in the chat room. Oh, Murr was caught? Hold up, man. You said Daniel Murr. Murr was caught. Let me look him up. Let's see, Daniel Murr. Let's see. Wow. Daniel Murr arrested. Wow. I guess we got a story tomorrow. Listen, God will handle people. You know what I mean? This the same fella who's under Charles Dow. You know what I mean? God will handle people. Surely. You know? Now that he was arrested, now we can talk about it. I didn't want to put that on him like he did it 100% without having the evidence of the media and the police. Now Daniel Murr, has been arrested. Wow. Wow. Look at him. Looking doofy. Looking doofy as ever. Look at him. He's looking real doofy. Oh, we got to get him. We got to get him. We got to get this fella. I'm almost itching to postpone what's about to happen tonight, but we got to get this fella tomorrow. You understand? He says, for sure, you don't have to go to the barber shop. You did a good job. Appreciate that. He said, and Dow was on YouTube defending him. Wow. Wow. All right, we're about to wrap it up, man. We're about to get ready for this live. And what have you. You know what I mean? About to get ready for this live and whatnot. Talking about this. So I appreciate everybody for coming on. I thank everybody for coming on, for tuning into this video. And whatnot. God bless everybody out there. Lord willing, I'll see y'all in the next hour or so. If y'all decide to come on there. I'm Tony Harvin of the Tony Harvin Network. I'm out. Peace. All right?